Welcome, Damon Bruce with you as we get ready for NBA action here on 2K Sports. Thursday Hoops. It's the Utah Jazz going up against the New York Knicks. And now we send you out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew. I'll see you at the half.
It's an NBA afternoon game here on this Thursday. Kevin Harlan here with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. First for the Jazz. And for New York,
there were only 3 teams in the East that had a positive record against the Western Conference, and the Knicks were one of them. When you have talent like this team does, it doesn't really matter where your opponent is from because you're going to be able to compete.
and so off the tip, it's New York. Outside Robinson. Lang. Here is Keith. Pass to Stockton. They set the pick. Number 27. Utah gets it back. Stockton outside. Pass to Keith. Back to Stockton. Jump shot is good. Jazz on D. Outside Robinson. The three. Count the bucket.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Here's Stockton. A chance now to go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to catch up with head coach Jerry Sloan.
Guys, no question, his focus in preparing for this game is trying to find a way to overcome a very solid defensive unit. He said it won't be easy, but at the same time, this is why we play the game, to go up against great competition and see where we stand when the final buzzer sounds. Kevin, you will see as well.
Thanks a lot, Doris. And dealing with the sort of defense they're facing is not an easy challenge.
No, but they've got a few weapons of their own that they can counter with, so it's not exactly a one-sided battle.
Maybe so, Steve, but those weapons are still going to have to perform at a really high level for them to have a chance to be successful.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Outside Robinson. Puts up a three. And again, New York with the triple.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Good. Stockton's got 5 points so far.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick three of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
And so it's New York with it. New York moving it around. Robinson drives in. 6 to shoot. Ward the pass to Robinson. New York needs to get off a shot. There's the three. Cannot hit. So Utah will take it the other way. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's the screen. Number 27. Off the left rim and out.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick. Just couldn't get the shot.
Purist. Guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
Here's Stockton. He's got 5. There's Here's the pass to Keefe. The feed now to Stockton. Stockton can't get that one to fall. The Knicks leading by 3. Outside Robinson. Buries the long-range jumper. Robinson's got 9.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Yeah, I don't know, Clark. I think there might be even more defense in warm-ups. I mean, this is kind of embarrassing.
Now here's Stockton. Passes it to Keefe. Stockton outside. Stockton left side. And it's good from the elbow. He's got 7.
I tell you what, he's made more than a few of those in his career.
For New York, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's Sprewell. No good off the front iron.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Pass to Keefe. Kicks it to Stockton. Wide open. That drops. Stockton's got 9 points.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Well, Clark, as you mentioned, the Knicks against the West, when you had the offensive capabilities from deep that they did, you know, Steve, you're never really out of the game.
Yeah,
you should know.
Well, they could just shoot their way back into games very easily, and it's what they did a lot of times against some of those teams in the West. But yeah, you have to play well against the West if you want to win your division, and the Knicks were able to do that last year.
New York's gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. He dishes it to Ewing. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And he's a screen setter, Kevin. It's something that's very underrated, but you watch him. If you lock in on him, you'll see all the screens he sets, ball screens, you know, lateral screens away from the basketball. He's got them all down, and then he's got the ability also to roll to the rim and finish.
And he gives them a terrific option in the low post every time down the court. Even with multiple defenders around him, he knows how to create a shot for himself.
ABC's checked in for Utah. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Guys, there were a lot of questions about what went wrong for Utah last year as they saw themselves slip from a middle-of-the-pack playoff team to being on the outside looking in at the playoffs. One reason was their play on the road.
Good. The Knicks with the lead. Pass to Houston. Clock at 6. Here's Ewing. New York, no good that time either. As you said with the Jazz last year, getting wins on the road a big problem for them, and they just couldn't keep up in that category. You know, Steve, with other teams vying for a playoff spot.
Yeah, they finished 13 and 28 on the road, and that was what kept them out of the postseason. They just have to improve in that regard this year if they're going to get into the playoffs.
Knicks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Deflects the pass. Here's ABC, defended by Ward. No good from Vaughn.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
And there's the pass to Ward. Wide open look, and the jumper falls for him. And there's a minute 45 left in the first. Here's ABC. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Malone with the screen. Vaughn, the finger roll finish at the bucket.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. Here's Sprewell. It's hauled in by Ostertag.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Feeds to Malone. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
You know, Utah usually matches up well with Eastern Conference teams because style of play is similar. Both Eastern Conference and the Jazz like to play a grinded-out physical game, and Utah has the bigs and the defensive mentality to thrive in a slower-paced game, and that's why they went 17-13 against the Eastern Conference.
He's off on the first. On back to the Jazz against the East. Did what they needed to do against the conference as a whole. Winning more than they lost, but they also, Steve, had some key setbacks.
And the big one that I can remember was last year where they had that 4-game road trip to the East Coast. They went 0-4, and that was when they saw their grasp on a playoff spot start to slip away.
And it's tied up with that one.
A lot of high hopes for the Knicks in last year's playoffs. They started off so hot, but then let the series against Boston drag on, and eventually went to 7 games, and they fell to the Pacers in the second round after that.
Now here's Ewing. He passes to Houston. A 3-ball. It's good. And the Knicks lead by 3. And the Boston series did drag on, you could tell. You wonder if they were a bit fatigued going into that Pacers series. Steve, Indiana just outplayed him, outworked him in every way in the second round.
Yeah, I think it was a factor, Kevin, and really the Knicks have only themselves to blame. They had Boston down 3-1 and a home game to close it out, but they couldn't get it done. And there's no doubt that affected them against Indiana in the next series.
Here's Dudley. Shot's good. Five seconds left to play in the first quarter. Fires the 3. A sensational shot at the buzzer.
And perfectly timed. Couldn't have done it any better. How about the poise?
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Yeah, this team played an excellent first quarter offensively, moving the ball and getting a good flow to their offense. That's why you see those big assist totals.
Yeah, very timely passing for them, Steve, and that's why they've been able to jump out to this lead.
Here's Isley. Passes to Keefe. Dishes to Malone. Johnson on him. Pass to Keefe. The Jazz working the ball around now. 3 on the clock. Here's Isley. The offensive rebound. Picked by Ostertag. Pass to Keefe. Here's Isley. Now the dish to Malone. He kicks to Hornacek. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Keefe goes up again, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post, Clark.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important in a tight game.
The Jazz shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And this club shot 77% as a team last year. Good, not spectacular, but solid.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting. You know, for a long time, the Knicks were viewed as a young team on the rise, but when they added Rasheed Wallace last year, the average age went to 32, which was the oldest team in the league last season. And you saw it in their play. They were a group of veterans out there.
Hornacek outside. And the pass to Isley. Back to Pulls it up. In close, he hits it. And the Jazz lead by 4. And for the Knicks, the veteran leadership helped them at times as they had to go through some very tough stretches, Steve, due to injury.
Yeah, they did go through some stretches, but they really did well to secure the division title and get that high seed going into the playoffs. They had a pretty decent run all in all, but this is a team that has higher aspirations than just getting to the conference semis.
Isley, and again it's Utah.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, they came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to fight over the top of that.
Robinson with it. 9 points in the game so far. On the wing, Wallace. Passes it to Houston. He feeds it to Robinson. Kicks it to Dudley. Johnson outside. On deep. And the Knicks miss again.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits. Excellent, really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something, you're right. And that one's good.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
You know, you look at the flex offense that Utah utilizes, and it requires that players, one, be versatile and multi-skilled, but also that they have good basketball IQs. You need to be able to screen and read defenses effectively. And that's not easy, but it's certainly a good way to play if you've got the right people.
Here's Isley. And Clark, back to that flex offense you were talking about. Some players come into the league with the bad habit of standing around when they don't have the ball. Steve, that's not going to cut it in the flex.
No, it keeps you moving. It keeps the ball going. A lot of screening and cutting. It's a great offense, and it's difficult to cover. But I like what you said. It teaches the young players how to play as well.
It's rebounded by New York. On the wing, Wallace. He's covered by Stockton. Lang hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
And with the defense playing that well, the double clutch was the only way he was going to get that ball off.
Stockton outside. Nailed from three-point land. Stockton's got 12 points in the game.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And here is Robinson. He's got 12. Back to Johnson. Lang. Backing down. That's blocked. Here's Isley. Stockton outside. Off target at the rim. Knicks trail by 4. Outside Robinson. Johnson. The shot no good. Good work defensively by Hornacek. Now Stockton. 12 points for him. Here's Isley. Here's Padgett. Here's Polynice. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And another thing they've been doing right is converting a lot of second chance opportunities. I love the hustle and the effort.
On the free throw, no good.
While never a lock for the playoffs, the Jazz were in the driver's seat for a playoff spot up until the All-Star break last season. However, after the second half kicked up again, they just couldn't beat the teams they needed to and lost a lot of ground, letting the Lakers back in the hunt.
And I'll say this about him, Kevin. I mean, it looks like he's made of rubber sometimes because defenders just bounce off him when he's driving the lane. What a finisher.
And And, you know, against him, Steve, as an opponent, you need to make sure you're making smart, crisp passes because he's so good at picking off the sloppy loose ones.
And Malone backing in. Jazz passing it around. A shot by Stockton, no good. Of course, the Lakers would eventually pass them up during the final days to snag a playoff spot. But, Steve, as you said, it was just a poor run of games for the Jazz right after the All-Star break that did them in.
Well, it would have been nice for this young core to gain some valuable playoff experience, but they did pick up a couple of first-round draft picks. They continue to add talent to this deep roster, and I would think it's just a matter of time before they're back in the playoffs again.
No good from Houston.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time, but yeah, I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly.
Lewis checked in for the Jazz. Knicks trail by 4. Pass to Ward. 6 on the shot clock. He passes to Houston. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Stockton kicks to Lewis. Back to Stockton. Goes up at the stripe. Rejected by Ward.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Here's Thomas. Gets it to go. Thomas got his first basket.
Just the shot they wanted. Point-blank range.
Utah's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Now here's Stockton. 12 points for him. Back to Lewis. Outside for Stockton. Number 27, defended by Houston. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Jazz making a change here. Ostertag's checked in. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first half. No one near him. Good as the jump shot falls. And that'll tie this game up.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Shot to stop the drought, and that one's good. He's got 6. New York's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Ward, he's covered by Stockton. Here's Ewing. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. First one falls for him. The Jazz making a switch here. Both free throws good from Ewing. 5 seconds left in the first half. Here's Vaughn. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Jazz lead by 1. Keep it here for the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce. We'll see you after the break for the start of the second half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
It's Thursday and just one more day until the weekend's.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. You have to like what we've been seeing from Stockton.
How about his first half? Just easily surpassing his average point total.
On pace for a monster game. Too bad he can't score like this every night. Well, for a long time for the New York fans, going to see a Knicks game was an exercise in masochism, but they've turned it around in a big way, and now this is a tough place to play for a road team.
Clock at 4. Number 27. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Robinson. New York trailing. Ward the pass to Robinson. On the wing, Johnson. They set the pick. For the lead, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And Clark, that's what winning's going to do for you. The Knicks had the second best home record in the East last season as they won 31 games here.
Well, you know, Kevin, there's so much mystique here in this building. I mean, everybody loves to play in New York. It's the mecca for basketball in this country. And when NBA players come into New York, they can't wait to play against this Knicks team. And the Knicks, they want to defend their home floor.
And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. Utah with the ball. There's a screen. Number 27. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. He's got 9.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yeah, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
Back to Johnson. The pass to Ward. Shot clock at 5. Shot from the top of the key. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Tell you what, it's a huge plus to have him making shots like that.
Stockton outside. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Hedge, he's guarded by Johnson. And Stockton, here we go. The steal. They push it up 4 on 3. Robinson passes to Ward. The feed to Johnson. Right at the free throw line. Shot is no good. So Utah will take it the other way. Back to Stockton. The Jazz working the ball around now. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 11. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Johnson with a screen on Stockton. Shot clock at 6. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Keefe. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Number 27. And there's another one for the Jazz.
And their offense is flowing. It's clicking right now at the beginning of the second half. They've made 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Sprewell. Rebound, Utah.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Stockton with it. Robinson picks him up. Number 27, defended by Ward. Three-pointers, Stockton. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Looking to get it going, and it's blocked by Keefe. Lang, smooth as silk on the finger roll. He's got 6.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Utah calls timeout.
Well, they were getting tired out there. A quick timeout gives them an opportunity to catch their breath.
Poster tags checked in for the Jazz. Utah's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Back to Stockton. Goes up from the top of the key. That is good. Stockton's got 14 points. Knicks trail by 4. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. The 19-foot shot. That one wide left.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Number 27, defended by Ward. Clock at 6. Into Malone. And he goes in for the dunk. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
He dishes it to Robinson. Pass to Ward. Pulls from the top of the key. Rebound, Utah. ABC's got his 4th rebound in this one. Stockton with it. Now guarded by Ward. Lewis outside. Feeds it to Malone. Back to Lewis. Number 27. No luck. And New York will come the other way. Here's Sprewell. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Now, sometimes offensive rebounds are lucky, but he anticipates and gets to the right spot before the shot goes up.
Stockton outside, and Malone backing in. Number 27 knocks down the 3-ball. He's got 16.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
New York calls timeout. Hornaceki's checked in for Utah. Isley comes in for Stockton. Utah's on defense. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Six on the shot clock. 14 feet away. And he hits the jump shot. He has 6.
There's not much working for him as he moves to 1 of 6 now in the quarter.
56 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Dudley. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash-mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Isley the pass to Hornacek. Here's Isley. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
The Jazz shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first. The Jazz making a switch here. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Even with the one miss, he's still stretched it to a two-possession game. That's big for them right now.
There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Puts it up from 12, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
This game has taken on a new feel since halftime.
For sure, the energy level on both sides has gone way up after the break.
Dishes to Hornacek. Pass to Isley. From about 19 feet, that's good. Isley's got 5 points so far. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Jazz out in front, up 4. And do not go away. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
How about the three-point shooting we're seeing so far, guys? Amazing.
You know, something else I've noticed is just how many of their baskets have been set up by assists throughout the game.
Ewing with it. Here's Sprewell, and again it's New York.
You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
Utah leading. They set the screen. Number 27. He's guarded by Ewing. Pass to Hornacek. The dish to Malone. Back to Hornacek. Here's the three. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
I think he's best as a spot-up shooter. When he can play off of his teammates and find openings on the perimeter, just catch and shoot. Got a quick release. Beautiful stroke.
He does such a nice job of getting himself squared up and in perfect position before the ball gets there, preparing before the pass.
Robinson drives in. Out to Wallace. Hornacek covering. Turn around Jay, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D for the Jazz. Ostertag comes in for Keith, and Lewis subbed in for Hornacek. Jazz leading by 5. He kicks to Stockton. He feeds it to Malone. Blocked. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Robinson dishes to Ewing. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
And the D is having problems stopping the mid-range jumper. They're not really closing out on them as much as they should be.
Yeah, look at the numbers. 6 of the last 10 points have come by way of that jump shot, Clark.
And Stockton, here we go. Kicks to Lewis. Stockton outside. 5 on the clock. Malone with the screen. The tray. Ostertag against Johnson. Lewis outside. He passes it to Stockton. Another miss by Utah.
Even though he isn't having the best of game from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Now the pass to Ward. And there's the feed to Ewing. Here's Sprewell. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Boy, they're getting into a real groove from inside the three-point line, knocking down those mid-range jump shots.
Yeah, in fact, that's the shot they've used from that range, Clark, to get 8 of their last 10 points.
And Malone backing in. Puts the lead pass in front of him. He dishes it to Stockton. From deep three-point range. But they get it back. Back to Malone. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is good. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Robinson a screen on Stockton. Or the pass to Robinson. Goes back up. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
Come on, you can hit these.
First free throw is good. And Utah making a change here. Both shots good from the stripe. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Stockton outside. Passes it to Keith. Stockton outside. Clock is at 3. There's the screen. Drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, and that's his first 3 of the half. There may be more in store.
Knicks trail by 4. Pass to Houston. Sprewell, guarded by Keith. Keith grabs the miss.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
Stockton up top. 6 to shoot. Here's Polynice. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
You know, with all the shots they've knocked down here in the second half, their field goal percentage has crossed the 50% mark.
Well, and that usually leads to a win. I mean, this is just very efficient offense that we're seeing tonight.
And New York making a change here. Knicks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Johnson with a screen on Stockton. The pass to Houston. And he banks in the layup. And here's Stockton. Pass to Keith. Back to Stockton. Passes it to Keith. Feeds it to Stockton. Shoots the 3, and the basket good. Stockton's got 6 in the quarter.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Well, that's 3 of the last 5 makes, having been behind the three-point line. So, got to make some adjustments defensively.
Dishes it to Johnson. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Sprewell. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
It hasn't happened as quickly as he would have liked, but he's finally putting some points on the board in this game.
Utah calls timeout. They're leading by 6. 1:57 left to play in the final quarter. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Jerry Sloan had to say to his team. It was clear what message he was trying to get across. He said, this lead isn't big enough that we're safe. Not by a long shot. I don't want us sitting back and milking the clock. Play to win. Show some aggression. Guys.
The open shot, Stockton, and Utah again with the bucket. There's 1:47 left in the fourth. Here's Sprewell, and again it's New York.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Number 27, guarded by Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Shoots it. That one a little long. Knicks trail by 6.
And the clock is their worst enemy right now.
And they've got to work very quickly here, Steve.
Tries it from 19. No luck.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Back to Stockton. Gets the bucket.
And they're getting that lead way up there now. I mean, it should be a stroll to the final whistle from here.
Yeah, this late in the game, it'd be almost impossible for them to blow a lead like this.
Sprewell, guarded by Keefe. And that one's good. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. And an intentional foul right there. Utah's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. And that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. For New York, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Isley. And so it's Utah with the win. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. Thanks for joining us for this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time. But first, let's check out the Jordan player of the game.